Lows moving through the west, and we're not done with the wet weather just yet. That last surge set to arrive tomorrow.
Heavy rain and wind across San Diego the last few days. Today, a break. We caught up on some of the damage and also what people are doing to enjoy the day.
Despite some legal setbacks, Midway Rising developers are confident that the project will move forward.
People in San Ysidro are concerned, saying this road is dangerous, and they want the city to step in.
From rabbit yoga to driving a backhoe, Marcia Reese Franklin celebrates 70 adventures for her 70th birthday.
News 8 live at 6 starts right now.
We begin with a live look tonight from La Jolla, where there's some calm before another round of rain set to hit San Diego. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Chiquetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. This week's storms left behind a trail of destruction, including some trees. Tonight, we have team coverage breaking down what you need to know. News 8's Alex Cheney is standing by along our coast with more on the concerns in the water.
We start out with Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis for more on what's happening now and what to expect next. Carlene.
Oh, you just saw that beautiful view. We're talking about pretty quiet conditions out there, right there along the coastline. We are seeing that. We took a break from the wet weather. We had it roll in overnight. Now we are looking at another surge, and it's the last one of the week, but it's not set to arrive until tomorrow. Let's go ahead and set the clock in motion. So pretty quiet out there for tonight. A few isolated showers that start to build up over the mountains once we get into the overnight hours. Also seeing that right along the coastline and impacting for downtown as well as the South Bay. Then we get into Thursday. In the morning hours around 6:45, we start to see isolated showers rolling in for the northern half of our county, and still with some additional snow right there across our mountains. We get more of an influx once we get to the late morning hours. And so you're seeing that more moderate rainfall right there across North County. That's going to trickle a little bit more towards the south. So it is looking to be light to moderate around about 2:55. Could still see an isolated thunderstorm or two. And you're seeing it more across the entire county as we go into the afternoon hours for Thursday. Then everything starts to taper off once we get to about 5:30 by tomorrow evening, and maybe an isolated shower or two. And then the activity is just going to be more isolated and more concentrated across the mountains as we go from Thursday night into Friday morning. And that's why we have that winter weather advisory for our mountains extended. We'll take a look at your complete forecast coming up. Carlo.
Thanks, Carlene. And don't know if you missed this. We're seeing this new video of several palm trees on fire in North County. This happened Monday night into Tuesday morning on Highland Valley Road. Poway firefighters say there were reports of possible lightning strikes during the storm. This is the aftermath you see there. They assisted San Diego Fire Rescue and the Escondido Fire Department to put it out.
This week's storms also brought down several trees across the county. We were at Balboa Park today, where crews were clearing fallen branches and other debris. It was a different story in Ramona, where this tree came crashing down on Main Street near the Albertsons store. A fallen tree also disrupted service on the Trolley's Blue Line in Chula Vista. There were still some people who made it out to the beach today, despite some of the mess left behind.
News 8's Alex Cheney is in Mission Beach tonight, where the sun just went down behind him. Alex, what's it like out there right now?
Carlo, it is cold. It is windy outside. We saw lots of palm fronds being thrown around today and some seaweed as well. But as you just said, that did not stop people from coming out to the beaches today and enjoying. Strong winds whipped through the beach in La Jolla today. We saw palm fronds littered across the ground and big piles of seaweed on the beach, with the sound of last night's rain still fresh on the minds of beachgoers.
It was crazy, very weird weather here. The other night we actually heard thunderstorm and thunder hit right above where we were staying, and it was very scary.
The heavy overnight downpours even woke up some of La Jolla's youngest residents.
Just a lot. It woke the dogs up, woke the kids up. I mean, it's a nice change. We like seeing the rain, but it's hard to not be able to come and play in the sand.
It was like that 1% of the time that we have bad weather.
We drove down to Tourmaline Beach. There's a high surf advisory until 10 p.m. Friday night. But that didn't stop these kite surfers.
That's kind of what makes it fun, right? You know, the high surf advisory. I think that it was going to be windy today, and tomorrow it's going to be windy too.
The morning when the trees are shaking, all my body is scratching and, calling coming to the ocean, coming to the beach to do that.
And in Mission Beach, high surf and rip currents kept people out of the water, but this family from Northern California still spent their day on the sand.
We definitely were hoping for no rain. We got a little bit, but we still got to enjoy the beach, so we're okay.
What's your favorite part of the beach?
It's like water.
And we're catching the last few rays of what was a beautiful sunset tonight. Always great. We have all three levels of cloud. You got the cumulus and you got the cirrus out there. Looks absolutely brilliant tonight. All right, still to come, as Carlene mentioned, there is still more rain to come this week, so keep those umbrellas ready. Reporting live, I'm Alex Chady. Back over to you.
That was pretty spectacular. Thanks, Alex. And remember, you can stream an extended weather forecast on our CBS 8 app. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Authorities up in Northern California say at least 8 skiers have been found dead following an avalanche near Lake Tahoe.
Right now, one person is still missing. Esteban Reynoso has the latest on the search from Nevada City.
Authorities searching for missing skiers following an avalanche in California made a grim announcement Wednesday.
8 of the 9 additional skiers have been located deceased. We are still looking for one of the members at this time.
The Nevada County Sheriff's Office says they were part of a group of 15 skiers and guides who were on a 3-day trip in the Castle Peak area near Lake Tahoe when intense storms moved in on Tuesday, dumping several feet of snow.
It was reported by the individuals that survived that they were attempting to go out as a group, that someone saw the avalanche, yelled avalanche, and then it overtook them rather quickly.
Authorities say 6 members of the group were rescued overnight and sustained varying injuries.
2 of the 6 were not mobile. They could not walk.
The area where it happened is known for deep snow and rugged terrain with no trails and no ski patrol. The sheriff's office said because of the conditions, it took several hours to get resources deployed.
Lots of snow, gale force winds, making it impossible to see.
The Nevada County Sheriff says it still has to recover the victims, but the snow conditions are making the process difficult. Esteban Reynoso, CBS News, Nevada City, California.
2 of the skiers who were rescued overnight were hospitalized for treatment. One was released. The other is expected to be released today.
Trial began today for a former sheriff's deputy accused of violating the civil rights of an unarmed man that he shot and killed in 2020. Aaron Russell shot and killed Nicholas Bills after Bills escaped custody. 4 years ago, Russell pleaded guilty to state charges of voluntary manslaughter and received a 1-year sentence plus probation. But today's trial is over federal charges over alleged civil rights violations. If convicted on these charges, Russell faces life in prison. The trial is expected to last several days. We're learning that a 35-year-old man died today in sheriff's custody at the Central Jail in downtown San Diego. The sheriff's office says he was found early this morning in medical distress. They performed CPR and other life-saving measures before he was taken to a hospital where he died. The man had been in custody for about a week on suspicion of grand theft and violating a court order. His name has not been released. The cause of death is under investigation.
A plan to redevelop the sports arena property is back in the spotlight tonight. Despite legal challenges and divided opinions, the Midway Pacific Highway Community Planning Group is meeting to discuss the Midway Rising Plan.
News 8's Steffi Roche went to the meeting and joins us now live with the latest. Steffi?
Well, the developer spoke at tonight's meeting, and they tell me they're optimistic that this project will move forward. Now, the project proposal aims to transform the sports arena site into a new hub with more than 4,000 housing units, parks, and a new entertainment center. The California Supreme Court recently rejected San Diego's voter-approved measure that called for removing the 30-foot height limit here in the Midway District. The court ruled the city failed to fully disclose the environmental impacts of taller buildings. But today, a spokesperson for the developer says they are of the legal opinion that they can move forward with the project by applying the state's density bonus law to bypass San Diego's local 30-foot height limit.
We incorporated what's referred to as state density bonus law. That affords various incentives and waivers for projects like ours. Because of our incredible commitment to 2,000 affordable homes, we're able to apply those incentives and waivers to move the entirety of the project forward, both the residential and the entertainment mixed-use components.
The city and planning group are both vocally supportive of the project. During last month's State of the City address, San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria said redevelopment will be moving forward. The developer tells me the next step will be for them to meet with the city's Land Use and Housing Committee for them to consider the project. And after that, the developer expects a hearing sometime this spring with the San Diego City Council for a final vote of approval. That's what they expect. But for now, reporting live from Midway, I'm Steffi Roche, News 8.
Steffi, people who live and work in San Ysidro are calling on city leaders to make changes on a main street. They're saying it's dangerous for pedestrians. News 8's Shannon Handy is working for you tonight.
She's sharing more on their concerns and how the city is responding. Shannon?
I'm here on West San Ysidro Boulevard. The main concern has to do with the amount of people who jaywalk here. People who live and work in the area argue a crosswalk needs to be installed before someone gets hurt or even worse.
Omar Araiza has only owned Cafecito 1806 since June, and already he's seen way too many close calls.
Many of our community members are elderly here, and they're rushing back and forth.
While in San Ysidro today, I saw exactly what Omar is talking about.
I mean, we're literally seeing somebody cross right now.
People jaywalking across the street to run errands or get to and from adjacent bus stops.
It gets heavily trafficked because we're so close to the border.
That's what I witnessed Mauricio Medina doing. I asked why he chooses to cross here as opposed to one of the two crosswalks on opposite ends of the street. He says they're too far away.
We can use both crosswalks, but the thing is that we're now handicapped.
Leticia Estrada told me the same.
The elderly people, we are already handicapped, too old to go long ways. So we need a short way to cross safety.
The two were, among others, inside Omar's coffee shop discussing their concerns, which got the attention of the San Ysidro Planning Commission. The commission requested the city send an inspector to the area to conduct a traffic study. They did back in August, but it was determined no changes were needed. Omar argues the city needs more data, saying they need to collect it during the busiest hours of the day.
During their evaluation, they didn't get to see everything that I get to see on a daily basis, because when I open up the coffee shop, I'm here for many hours and I see this happening all the time.
Last week, the Planning Commission sent this letter supporting a second request to have a comprehensive traffic study done. In a statement, a city spokesperson tells me the Transportation Department has received requests from multiple members of this community and is in the process of evaluating the best safety and traffic calming measures that can be implemented in this area. Meanwhile, Omar says the community is planning to start a petition not only to address the crossing issue, but also some sidewalk infrastructure problems.
It's down to cracks and puddles.
The former firefighter says safety has always been top of mind, which is why he wants to find a solution before it's too late.
We're asking is really for the cities to step up, step in, and be preventative.
Working for you, Shannon Handy, CBS 8.
Thanks, Shannon. And remember, if there's something you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
A man accused in a cold case murder almost 50 years ago makes his first court appearance.
We'll have those details still ahead. Plus, a new push highlighting the help available to San Diegans when they need it.
And we're breaking down a new poll that shows where the race for California's next governor stands tonight. Why the leading candidates might come off as a surprise after this.